Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 3 in our Winter Botanical series. This is my design team project for CollageType for January of 2023. Yay, my first 2023 project. Okay, actually that's not true, but it's the first one that I've recorded specifically for January. So we're doing this folio, and we've done the cover except for the actual string, and we've done page 1, which is all of this, and we've done page 2, and now we're going to be doing, page 3, I mean, because 1 is the cover. This is 2. I ended up having to add a Velcro dot. This is 3. And now we're going to be doing 4 and 5. We're going to do 6 if we can get to it. If not, we'll do 6, 7, and the back cover in the next video after that. And then we'll put our journal in. Okay, so page 4 is not difficult. We do have some papers. Of course we do. What else are we going to have? Okay, this is the paper. Uh-oh, looks like I didn't ink it. Looks like I cut it out, but I didn't. Oh, wait. You know what I did? I didn't set aside a paper. I wonder if we can use this vertically. I think we probably can. Wait a minute. I know what this page was supposed to be. I'm looking to see if I set it aside for one of the other pages by accident. No, it doesn't look like I did. Let me grab it. This is the other half of the same page, so we'll use this until I discover. Ah, there it is. All cut to size and inked. Okay. So we don't need that. Sorry about that. A little bit of confusion. Paper slid over here. So this is our paper. And we're just going to simply add an envelope to this and then leave the writing space for writing space. So, the first thing we're going to do trying to look and see. I think. Okay. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So we've got this paper. Sorry about that. I had everything paper clipped together and labeled, but one of the paper clips fell off. So we're going to cut this envelope for a top pocket, and it's going to come in on this side here. So this is going to be our top. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut this off, and then if we need to, we'll re-ink. I apologize for my for my speech. I just had one of those generic version of the Carnation instant breakfast drinks, and because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, and I have that chocolate, you know what I mean, in my throat. I've rinsed my mouth out a couple of times, and it seems to kind of gum up the works, I guess you would say. So we're going to put this on the back. We're going to put this on the front. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and do the front before we put it on. See right there. Put it on. Can't say it. Okay. Too bad we didn't get that stamp, huh? You know, if I moved it over a little bit, we could. I'd like to get that stamp on there. Let's move it over. And let's get that. And then we'll cut it here. And then we'll do the length once we've cut it. Goodness. Can't get anything lined up this morning. This is all the scraps I have so far in this whole project. I think we're doing good, except for the scraps I made just now. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Now on the other side, we're going to have a window, but we're not going to do that in this particular instance. We're going to leave this as it is. I think of all that yellow ink I used that I didn't need to use. Yellow ink I run out of. I have to buy all 3 colors to get the yellow. Whoops. Can't aim at anything this morning. Okay, now let's glue this to the page. Or should we go ahead and cover the back? Let's put our magnet on. We don't want it flopping around. The magnets are very strong. There's so many of them. Now, the fight with the tape. Never buy non-Scotch tape. It doesn't want to rip. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave this as a writing space. Probably not. Probably add a pocket to it. Okay. Nothing exciting has happened. Just the everyday stuff. Making videos. Rendering videos. Watching TV. Doing stuff on my computer that doesn't include the rendering and the recording. Not a very exciting day. I didn't have anybody come to the door, which is hysterical because now I am so short that I cannot see out the peephole at my front door to see who's out there. I could get a step stool, but I would have to go in the dining room to get that, carry it to the front door. I've asked for a new one to be put farther down in the door, but they won't use it, or they won't do it. I thought I cut that right. Okay. Put this on the paper. You can just glue right over the top of that previous glue. I put too much glue. You don't have to put that much. You know what I did? Oh no, I put the magnet on there. I need to put the one on the back. Oh, come on. I don't know if it's the tape or my dispenser. My dispenser's really old and it was working fine. Or almost fine. Until I had to pull on this tape so hard and then the little blades came out. So I'm not sure if that means that I need a new dispenser or what. Nice, easy page. I think I'll put a pocket or something in here. Let's look in our scraps and see if we've got a pocket. This would make a good pocket. If we cut off this end. Okay. Then let's measure it. Let's see if this works. And then I will put some ephemera. Looks like it cut it a little too long. Some ephemera or make a card for it or something. I cut it crooked. That goes and figures. Okay, we can make it into a tuck. I don't know what is crooked about it. It looks crooked. See right here. But it looks straight in the blade. There we go. rescuing the pocket. I realized that it was the top that was crooked beforehand. Could have still used it as a bottom pocket. Whoops. You know, kind of need to put it over there. Wonder if I should have rounded the corners on that. Just to make it a little bit different. The reason I said, oh, it needs to be in further is because you could still see the envelope here. So it looks like this envelope is what was crooked, because this is farther away right here than this gap is. So I put the envelope in straight. So you have to pay extra attention for that. This is a tuck, and it will hold a card right in there that I'll make and put in. Okay, page 5. We're going to put a window in. This is the paper. We won't need that quite yet. We're not going to need this right now either. I can hardly wait till it gets glued down. Okay, so what we need is the front of the envelope. Which is going to be the white envelope. I found a use for this scrap envelope that we had accidentally cut on the wrong end. So we're just going to flip it over on this end. Okay. We don't want to go this way. Yes, we do. I had to look at it for a minute. And I want to try to get the pattern on here, as much of it as I can. Looks like I'll be able to get the corner. And I think I'm going to take the brown, So let me trim it off a little bit. Now we'll measure. Well, wasn't that special? Okay. And I'm trying to see my mark. Which, is it right there? There it is. I was looking at the wrong end when I was trying to cut it. It's always helpful if you look at the right end. I think I was going to do a rectangle, but a circle is easier to center. Let's put this on before we worry about it. However, if we put a square, or I mean a rectangle, then we can preserve more of our image that's on the paper itself, and that's always good. You know what I should do? Well, never mind. Okay, now we're going to take this . Take it apart. That way it's closer to the area that we're cutting out. What happened here? There we go. Make sure this is lined up. I'm trying to keep as much of the border as I can, so I'm making it off center. And no, normally the handle does not come off. Mine is broken. Or for some reason the handle didn't stick. My hand was going back and forth because I couldn't remember what I was looking for. Okay. Now we've got most of the pattern still there. Okay. And while we've got it open, we're going to ink it before we put any acetate in the window. Puts a damper on inking it if you do. In other words, you can't. Alright, I'm going to put you on hold while I put the acetate in. I'm just going to cut a piece and glue it in. But it takes up time. So the window's been put in. We cut our hole. We inked it. We put in the acetate. Now, I put the extra heavy acetate in here because that was what I had. Then and it makes a little bit of a tint. Then I glued the envelope back together. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to paper the inside. So let me figure out what I'm going to need. Okay, so that's going to fit in there. Make it narrower than the envelope, obviously. Then that'll give us the music on the inside. Cool. And it is Christmas music. Now the paper's going to go in and out from the top, which I thought we cut this. I mean the side. So let's trim that. All right, well, I guess I thought I did that. So we're going to put the paper in from this side because it's easier to glue. And I'm going to put it in this way because that's just my personal preference as far as the way I like the text to face. All right, now. Why is it going in one way and not the other? Oh, it's catching on all these little loose pieces. That's why we're covering them up. Now all we have to do is glue this side, or this end, on this side to the back of the paper. We don't have to glue any other part. We don't have to worry about trying to slide it in. We do want to make sure we don't put this too far in. Make sure no glue sticks out or oozes out from under there because you'll end up gluing your envelope shut again. And so that gives us this. So we've basically just glued this in onto the back. And then I will make a card for it later. Now we're going to add this onto here. You know what I didn't do is I believe I had to make this shorter to make it fit. So let's make sure it's inside the envelope, this envelope. So we're going to cut it right at that line. If I would have read my own directions, I would have known this. Okay, so we've still got all of our decoration. Let's double check this. That should be fine. Barely. Okay. Now, let me look at my directions and make sure that I am doing it correctly. Yeah, it even says cut envelope to fit page and have top pocket. And I cut it for a side pocket. Oh, that's this one. Anyway, so we're going to attach it to the right side of the page. We're going to put it in the center. No, we're going to put it farther down because we have a top opening. Now I wonder, we shouldn't put a thumb hole there. Let's do that. This is the one I rescued from the other page that didn't work. Not quite in the center. In fact, it's crooked as well. Let's see if I can rescue it. Use my old 1-inch. Because it has markings on it. There we go. When I say I got lucky, I mean I got lucky. It's a little bit crooked, but not much. We needed to re-ink the top anyway. Now we're going to attach it to this side of the page. Once again, it is the envelope that I rescued and almost murdered again. That's right, we can put it down lower. And in fact, I think, oh no, the reason I'm putting it on this side is because I don't want a magnet on this side because I don't want to have to paper it. Oh, I'm going to have to anyway because this is open. I can actually put the magnets on the back and erase the writing on the front. So I'm going to need 2. Alright, so let's put this magnet here, since we have to paper the back anyway. So we're going to have one that holds this to the paper. Then we'll have another one that holds the white envelope to this envelope. And the reason we're going to do that is because I don't want to have to rely on one magnet to hold through both envelopes and the paper. Okay, and we will put that on. Okay, then we will take this envelope. I'm going to attach it onto here. And then we're going to glue it, put the magnet on in such a way that it holds it shut to the brown envelope. And did I make a mistake? No. So now we'll put this magnet on. If I can get them off. Yes, the sound you heard was my knuckle hitting the table surface trying to rip off the piece of tape. Where'd the other, here it is. Oops, wrong one. Tape folded over right there, so I don't want a wrinkle on under the paper, so I'm just going to trim it off. Yeah, fold it in on itself. Okay, so now this is attached to here, this is attached to here, so it shouldn't have any trouble with it, you know, flopping open. When you close it this way, you know, nothing should be falling out. So let's erase all this and see if you can still see any of it. There we go. And I have to paper the back of this. Oops. Already cut this to size. Okay. So let's just put it on the back instead of the front. It's a little narrow for this side. Okay. I wanted to leave it as a writing space. Let me see what I've got. Could make it match the other side. Oh no, I don't want to do that because this is the paper. Trim that. It looked like there's a little tiny bit of white right there. Okay. So let's paper this. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do on this paper here. So I left it off the directions, and it won't be anything complicated because we've got the double flip out. So we should be fine as far as that goes for the page itself. Yeah. Since we've got the music paper here, having the keyboard here is fine. Now let's make sure we're right side up everywhere. Okay. This goes this way. So we want this to go this way. And the reason this matches is because it's a scrap from the other half of the same page. I believe. I believe it, so it must be true. Haven't used the Google machine on it yet, so you never know. I saw on TV once that elderly people call Google the Google machine. So now I've been calling that ever since, because I think it's hysterical. The Google machine. Which I guess technically it is. It is a Google computer. Computers are machines, so the Google machine. I mean, you can't really say it's not true. It just sounds funny when you hear people refer to it that way. If and you know what I mean. The Google machine. And in my chat group every night, we chat and craft. Some great ladies from over at, whoops, nice. Over at Junk Journal with Joy, over at that Facebook group. And they're always teasing me because I'm the one always Googling stuff when we can't think of something, like, you know, song lyrics, or I don't know, I think I'm right. I think I'm right, so I gotta look it up. Because, you know, sometimes you just have to do those things. Just to show. just to show folks that you're not nuts. Okay, so we've got that. Now, this stationery is going to go inside here. It's a little short, so I'm just going to leave it pushed up to the top. If I were giving this to someone, then of course I would make sure that it was the full length of the envelope. Come on, envelope. What did I do? Here we go. Oh, it's going to glue it shut over there. Okay, I'm going to wait till the glue dries, but just so you know, that's going to go inside there, or another piece that looks just like it that I've refolded. This was going to go somewhere else. Okay, and then we're going to need a card for here. All right, now this card won't be able to be taken out. I meant to do a top pocket, and I wasn't thinking when I was like, cut it to fit the page. But, you know, as soon as you open it up, you'll be able to lift the card right out. Although it's going to have to be very close to the edge of the flip out. So that was a mistake that I made. I should have made this farther back still. Well, I actually could do that. Where's the magnet? I could make it back a little bit further. There we go. That's better. And I'll just re-ink everything. We're right at our 1 hour too. So I'm going to use this cream paper to glue on the back of here. And then this is going to go on the back of the craft. Well, I was going to do it on the page that wasn't papered, but that's all right. I can do, the reason I can't do it unless I do it crossways. I can just do it crossways instead of vertical, because we've got our thumb hole up there. Okay, so this is the plan. This is the plan. I'm gonna put the belly band across here. And this is going to be a flat belly band, so it should be tight enough to hold any card in, so we don't have to worry about picking up the folio and having the card come out. Folios are usually have enough writing space, and this one's going to have a journal that the person's going to want to carry it around. Okay, so we're going to put the belly band on here. We're going to paper this and put a pocket on it. And on the back side, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We will do something on the back side. And that, so, you know, user's choice. You can put you can put whatever you want back there. And then call it all good. And then I'll make cards for both of these and for up at the top if the stationery. I have to redo the stationery. Because I'm bound determined to use the stationery in this folio / journal. There's some words on here, so I had to turn it the other way. Okay, so that's on there. Cream colored paper on here with a pocket, maybe the some of the collage paper. The music paper part of it would match well. Yeah, so let's do that. Paper pocket, card, 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 and I haven't decided on this. So we'll talk about it when we come back in the next video. How about that? And we'll figure out what we're going to do with this. And then we'll do, because 6 and 7 are the two skinny pages. So they're no-brainers. So we'll do 6, 7. We'll finish this, see where we're at. We might be able to do 8. I think we'll leave 7 or 8 and the journal for the last video. Okay? All right. I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay. Bye-bye.